If I could go back in time and sit across from my younger self, the version of me who was confused, insecure, and constantly overthinking every interaction with women, I wouldn't tell him how to impress girls. I wouldn't teach him what to say, how to flirt, or how to be more attractive. The very first thing I would tell him is this: learn how to recognize when a woman is not interested in you. Because the moment you master that skill, your life changes. You stop chasing ghosts. You stop burning energy on people who never wanted you. You stop living in false hope. And most importantly, you reclaim your self-respect. Most men don't fail with women because they lack charm or confidence. They fail because they stay too long where they were never invited. They confuse politeness with desire. They mistake comfort for attraction. And they cling to maybes because deep down, hope feels safer than rejection. But here's the truth nobody tells you. When a woman is not interested in you, the signs are not hidden. They are painfully obvious. What blinds you is not her behavior, but your attachment to the outcome. So listen to me carefully, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to teach you a mental framework that will stay with you for life. Once you understand this, you'll never again waste months chasing someone who was never emotionally present. You'll know when to walk away calmly, silently, and with dignity. And that alone puts you ahead of 90% of men. The environment rule. Why most men misread kindness. The first rule you must understand is something I call the environment rule. This rule alone explains why so many men misinterpret female behavior and fall into emotional traps. Here's how it works. Every interaction happens within an environment, and every environment comes with expected behavior. When a woman behaves exactly how the environment requires, that behavior means nothing romantically. Imagine you're sitting in a cafe and the waitress smiles, laughs lightly, remembers your order, and speaks politely. Does that mean she's attracted to you? Of course not. She's doing her job. Her kindness is part of the environment. Now imagine a coworker who speaks to you respectfully, asks how your day was, and keeps things friendly. Again, that doesn't mean interest. That's professionalism. But here's where things change. When a woman breaks the behavioral rules of the environment, that's when attraction may exist. If a coworker starts standing unusually close to you, teasing you, speaking informally, laughing at things that aren't that funny, or finding excuses to interact beyond work, that behavior no longer matches the environment. And when behavior doesn't match the environment, something emotional is driving it. Humans don't follow rules when emotions are involved. We bend them. We test boundaries. We act out of character. That's especially true with attraction. A woman who is interested in you will unconsciously behave differently with you than she does with everyone else. That difference is the signal. Now take a classroom example. If a girl in your class treats you politely like everyone else, that's neutral. But if she playfully hits you, teases you, invades your space, or creates small moments of chaos, that behavior doesn't fit the academic setting. And that's exactly the point. Attraction disrupts order. So if her behavior blends perfectly into the environment, there's no romantic interest. If it stands out, pay attention. Quickly see signals that don't exist. To understand why men struggle with this, you need to understand male psychology. For most of human history, a man's biological role was to pursue. To spread his genetics whenever possible. That wired men to overinterpret small signals. A smile became an invitation. A laugh became a green light. Because from an evolutionary perspective, assuming interest had low risk. If he was wrong, he lost nothing. If he was right, he gained everything. That ancient wiring still runs in your brain today. That's why when a woman is friendly, your mind immediately fills the gaps. You start creating stories. You replay conversations. You search for meaning where there is none. This isn't weakness. It's biology. But if you don't control it consciously, it will control you. Kindness is not attraction. Politeness is not desire. And comfort is not emotional investment. Once you accept this, your perception becomes sharper, calmer, and far more accurate. The most dangerous sign. She's nice but never tests you. Now let's talk about a sign that confuses men more than anything else. She's sweet. She listens. She laughs. She's calm. She never causes drama. She never challenges you. And because of that, you think, she must like me. No, that's the trap. When a woman is emotionally attracted to a man, she doesn't stay neutral. Her emotions get activated, and when emotions are activated, behavior becomes unpredictable. She starts testing you without even realizing it. She teases you. She questions you. She challenges your opinions. She pokes at your confidence. Not because she dislikes you, but because she wants to feel something around you. Testing is not rejection. Testing is engagement. When a woman doesn't care about you emotionally, she has no reason to test you. She keeps everything smooth, polite, and safe. She treats you like a customer, not like a man she desires. There's no tension, no friction, no emotional spikes. Just surface-level interaction. Think about it like this. When someone watches a boring show, they sit quietly and wait for it to end. When they watch a show they love, they react, complain, laugh, argue, and get emotionally involved. Attraction works the same way. So if a woman never challenges you, never disagrees, never teases, never pushes back, that's not peace. That's indifference. Why agreement is often a bad sign. One of the clearest signs of low interest is constant agreement. When a woman agrees with everything you say, never expresses her own opinion, and never debates or jokes back, she's not emotionally invested. She's just keeping the interaction pleasant. When a woman is attracted, she wants to express herself around you. She wants you to see her real personality. She wants to react honestly, not perfectly. She wants to leave an emotional imprint. Agreement without engagement is a defense mechanism. It's how people stay neutral. If she never disagrees, never playfully argues, never challenges your frame, she's not trying to connect. She's trying to avoid depth. Light criticism is attraction, silence is not. Another truth most men misunderstand is criticism. When a woman lightly criticizes you, jokes about your clothes, mocks your confidence, or says something slightly annoying, she's testing your emotional stability. She wants to see if you crumble or stay grounded. Men who don't understand this panic. They apologize. They explain. They try to win approval. And in doing so, they fail the test. But when a woman is not interested, she won't criticize you at all. She won't risk emotional friction. She'll stay polite, distant, and emotionally neutral. That calmness feels comfortable, but it's a dead zone. Attraction is emotional movement. Indifference is emotional flatline. The final truth. If she's not interested, you already know. Here's the part most men don't want to accept. If a woman is not interested in you, you already feel it. The confusion doesn't come from her behavior. It comes from your hope. You rewrite her silence into excuses. You call her distance shyness. You interpret her delays as busyness. You protect yourself from rejection by creating stories. But reality doesn't lie. When a woman is interested, things flow. Conversations don't feel forced. She initiates. She responds quickly. She remembers details. She finds reasons to stay connected. Even her resistance feels playful, not cold. When she's not interested, everything feels heavy. You're always initiating. Replies are slow. Conversations die unless you revive them. Plans fall apart. She's busy for you, but free for everyone else. And if you stop trying, nothing happens. She doesn't notice. She doesn't ask. She doesn't care. That silence is your answer. Walk away with dignity. If you're chasing someone who gives you mixed signals, understand this. Mixed signals usually mean no. Real interest doesn't feel confusing. It feels clear, warm, and mutual. You don't need closure. You don't need explanations. Her lack of effort already explained everything. You are not hard to love. You're just offering your energy to someone who never valued it. Walk away quietly. Keep your dignity. And never chase where you were never chosen. I love you, brother. Stay sharp. Stay strong. And I'll see you in the next one.